I am making a Smash-like fighting game, but it is played from a top-down perspective. In this video, I will add hit effects, a basic game flow, and this win screen. I also want to respond to some interesting comments I got on the last videos, so stay tuned. To start, I wanted to make the hit itself feel better, considering the amount of attacks performed per game. I already added a small freeze frame per hit and needed to add some visual indicator. To explain how I implemented this in an extendable way, I want to go over the attack implementation from the previous videos. An attack on a theoretical level is a series of hitboxes, each with different properties, like start and end frames, damage, knockback, and so on. This idea is how I implemented this in my game. To add the effect, I first created a particle system in a separate scene. Then, I added it as a property to each hitbox in each attack. To finish off, I set the attack to play the corresponding effect on hit. I know this looks overly complex just to add a small effect on hit, but now I can add any effect with any timing, particles, and play it in every hitbox I want, completely extendable. Next, as I teased in the last video, I went about creating a basic game flow. Now, I know what you probably think, my friend told me this too. The windscreen doesn't look good, but shut up, let me explain how I made it, then you can complain in the comments. So I created the main menu first. There's not much notable, a title, buttons with custom styles and links to different scenes. Next, I created this windscreen. I made it as a separate scene and loaded it over the game when only one player remains. But this looked weird to me, so I wanted to add another visual element. To add this, I changed the camera position to be in front of the winning player. I messed with the camera position and angle a bunch, but it still looks weird. To be honest, I really want this to be the style of the windscreen, so if you know how I can make it look good, please tell me in the comments. I need this. I just want to say, I got really excited reading what y'all wrote me on the first 3 devlogs. I read all of your comments and I will respond to some notable ones. If you want to read them in full, just pause the video. First, this comment by @90_ was very insightful. To sum up, they say the gravity in games like Smash Bros and rounds make for a small area players are forced to inhabit and fight on. This makes a game like mine, where there is a larger playing field, encourage players to avoid combat by running away. Now I actually plan to introduce stage obstacles and different stage interactions that can help force players to a smaller area. Walls and other items across the stage can force players closer and thus make attacking the more logical option. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Running away from players is always an option, even in these other games, but you are correct that I need to make it less viable. Next is this comment by @force3133, and the answer is yes. Jumping in Smash Bros, in my opinion, is the most basic action a player can perform. It exponentially increases the number of actions a player can take in any given scenario. My dash, while different, allows players to mix up their actions, move unpredictably, and attack from different angles. Very much like jumping in Smash. Last one for now is some ideas about the dash move by @EricID5NY. In this comment, they suggest a different, more snappy and faster dash with hit stop at the start and end of it. This is a nice idea, especially visually, and I will probably implement a dash like this in the future, but I think I will make it this a variant of the normal dash rather than replacing mine altogether. It is true my dash feels slippery, but this is by design. It allows for some nice dash cancelling slides. This also makes it easier to use and integrate into normal movement. The speed and acceleration themselves are things I can change, but I will probably introduce a rounds-like system to tinker with player stats like the dash. This development is going really well, and I'm very happy to see that people are responding and giving genuine suggestions and insight in the comments. I really want to continue making this game, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Bye!